Probably begin in about, my guess is it'll probably begin officially in about 20 minutes. So we'll try to talk to some people. As always, a lot of people are shy, but I'm sure we'll find somebody.
Oh, you can ask the regular there by the exit.
Ask if anybody wants to talk. How you doing, sir?
Howdy.
Howdy. No pressure. I got a little YouTube. Big supporter of James. Just was wondering if you wanted me to interview you about what you like about him and what issue might be.
You know what?
important to you.
I don't know how much I like what I like. I've already
Well,
voted for him.
Oh, that's kind of interesting too. You want to talk about that? So you're voting for him already?
Yes, I already did. My wife and I both already did.
Congratulations. So you're already done. So you did it early voting. That's smart.
And to be honest with you, I didn't know a lot about him, but this is Texas, and I don't think a woman has near the chance that he does to win. And this is probably the most important election in a long time for us to win. Being Texas, I don't think a woman, especially a black woman, has a chance.
Well put. I mean, there's an electability argument. I mean, a lot of people like James because also the conversation of advocating for a lot of Christians in a kind of open way and in a kind of tolerant, accepting way. But
taking it to the billionaires and all that kind of stuff too. So.
Right, exactly. Do you think he might have a better approach with dealing with billionaires and a better economic approach than Crockett might have? He seems to be a little more aggressive in challenging them.
You know, I really don't know, but I just know that he said that he's interested in making the billionaires pay their damn fair share of taxes. So I'm all for that.
I admire that. Is there an issue that's the most important to you, or just kind of improve country?
Getting rid of Trump.
I like it. Well, yeah, I agree with you. I think he's the strongest candidate. And so, yeah, your head's in the right place. Pleasure meeting you. I'm Dodge, by the way. You gave me some great meat. I appreciate it. Good to meet you, Chris. Appreciate it. Well, Chris gave an interesting perspective. Thank you again, Chris. Hey, Bob Cox. What's going on? Oh, some other people. I guess we can walk around. So yeah, there is some people will blatantly say it. Some people won't say the electability thing. I'm just trying to scatter around like a little mouse. Merely because I don't want them to kick me out. I don't think they will. I'm not asking any bad questions, but people do tend to like to do that. That's this gentleman. Hey, what's going on? Good, thank you. No pressure. I got a little YouTube, just asking people why they're here, what they like about James, any interest in talking about it. No pressure if you just want to enjoy the show, but
yeah, I'll pass.
Okay, no worries.
I'm here to listen and
cool. Kind of soak it all in. And
yeah, I've been watching all the YouTube videos and getting all the content, and I just want to hear it in person. I've already voted for him.
Oh, so you already voted. Cool. Awesome.
I already voted. I just want to get it in person.
Yeah,
and
to see what it's like.
Experience it. Yeah,
I admire that. Kind of see it up close.
All the clips and quotes and everything online. So, yeah.
That makes sense. Do you think he's run a stronger kind of social media game than Crockett in some ways? Yeah, I think that's.
I mean, it's not hard to find his policies and everything.
Right. Well, that's different
compared to the opponents.
Right.
The opponents kind of go a little digging for it, but for him, he's putting it all out there. So.
Yeah, that's the distinction I made too. I like he had an issues page. It's easy to access. Talks about wealth inequality. It talks about immigration. And I like Crockett a lot, but it's harder. Yeah, it's harder to pinpoint that he doesn't even have an issue. It's kind of a lot more broad. So, well, that was a cool perspective. Even though it's audio only, still counts. So I appreciate it. Thank you. Cool. So yeah, social media, been convincing people. Ask these guys if they might want to speak. Let's see what's up. How are you guys?
Good, myself.
Good, thank you. I got a little YouTube, no pressure, but wondering if you might want to say why you like James or what issue might be important to you. You're the best. Thank you. Thank you for putting me on the spot. Or allowing, sorry. The best. Thank you. So yeah, what are you voting for James, or have you, or are you keeping an open mind?
We voted. We like his messaging, the things that he is trying to do for us as the citizens. We need someone like him that's down to earth, knows what the core values of what the American people want, and hopefully, he gets in there and he can, be a voice for the people, where most politicians are no longer the voice for the people as a whole. They are for a small group, but not for America as a whole, and that's what we need in the White House.
Very well put. Was his discussion about billionaires and wealth inequality, kind of holding their feet to the fire, was that one of the reasons?
I mean, it's proven. The rich are getting richer, and the rest of us are not. And we're struggling, and that whole group is disconnected with America. They sit up there on their thrones, and they look down at us as just peons. It's almost becoming like it was back in the 1700s. You had your kingdoms and your fiefdoms and
right.
Your
system.
peasants. Yeah. And it's not getting any better. We need people out there that will fight to make it better.
And was there something that you liked about James over Crockett?
When we were doing our research, he explained all his points, where Crockett was like, one-line bullets, and so we're like, well, if someone's going to put that effort to answer the questions and what they believe in and everything like that, that's something that we're going to be more interested in. Not to say Crockett's a bad person, she's not. She clearly is up there fighting.
Yeah, working hard.
Will fight verbally for what she believes in. So kudos to that. But like I said, when we did our research, he had more information as to what he was fighting for, and that's what alerted us to vote for him as opposed to Crockett.
Well, I'm glad I'm speaking with you, because that's, I think some of the media narrative is people are only supporting James because he's more electable, and people won't vote for a black woman, and nobody really says that's the reason they like James, and say there's more substance. And she's great, but right, for her, there isn't even an issues page. Versus you go to James Talarico, you can really figure out.
I mean, he had, 10 different categories,
right.
And they were fleshed out, and we're not religious, and we like his view is, religion is supposed to be religion. It's supposed to love thy neighbor, not judge thy neighbor. And that's what religion is, the Christian nationalist is becoming. It's judging everybody else. It's either you're a Christian nationalist or you're nobody, and that's, no, not at all. I have nothing against religion. Everybody can do whatever they want, but don't be shoving it down my throat and dictating what I can and can't do based off your religious views. And the country was made to be freedom of religion, and it's trying to force that out. It's their religion or no religion, and that's not what this country is built on. This country is built on immigration, the biggest issue for me with immigration is I know people that's gone through the immigration process. It took them 10 years and $20,000 to become American citizens.
So it's not an automatic process.
It's not an automatic process.
Interesting.
And a lot of these people who are coming to this country, they're not making that kind of money, or able to go through 10 years. It's not a feasible system. It needs to be fixed.
Yeah. I think it's a practical, solution to that. Do you have kids, or?
We do have kids.
Very cool. Are you worried? How are they doing with the newer generation? Are they? I'm barely above water myself at 35. Are they above water enough? Or are you worried about the future? A little mixed?
Naturally worried about the future.
Yeah.
Naturally worried. We have our oldest is thinking about leaving the U.S. because of concern of where it's going.
Scary. Yeah.
So, and I keep talking. We're concerned as well. So,
how old's your oldest? Early 20s, or?
Yeah.
Cool. Right. That'll be the time where you start thinking, well, educated well, where you really think, all right, what systems could I live under now that I'm an adult?
Well, she did study abroad.
Cool. Where'd she go?
Germany.
Cool. Interesting.
And, she loves it over there. You know, she loves the public transport.
Very good, yeah.
She hates driving, much less driving in Dallas.
Yeah, I don't blame her.
But, you know, the social systems they have in place are what she believes everybody should have.
Right.
You know, universal health care, public transportation, you know, and just it's a much more relaxed society over there
Yeah.
than it is.
Easily get around, less stress.
Yeah.
I'm from New York City, so I'd walk everywhere, but I came down to Texas a month here. I've never been so stressed out driving in Dallas. It's like the scariest. There's no other way to do it. Fortunately, I took the Dart once, which is kind of cool. I'm like, oh, there's an actual train.
Yeah.
I took it once to one stop. That was convenient, but that was about it. So yeah.
You take the Dart after dark.
Yes, I've heard that too.
Touch and go.
Right, exactly. And where's you thinking about living? Germany or anywhere? Or? Cool.
Yeah. I mean, she's got a friend in Spain,
Cool.
Scotland. I mean, she's made some connections over there.
All over, sweet.
Via online and being over there. So
Very cool. She's got options. She won't be completely alone
Exactly.
or lost.
Exactly. Yeah,
Very
she's
cool.
making connections.
Cool.
You know, she's working with a company that's international.
Awesome.
You know,
Good
so
for her.
They've got some offices over there. So, you know, if an opportunity opens up, then she may take that to have it fit in to that country.
You must be proud that she's probably part of the 10% of people her age that actually has a career these days.
Yes.
That's like tough to
Yeah.
get.
We are
You know.
very, very proud of her.
Yeah. So you did something right.
Yeah.
Well, cool. I appreciate it. Well, you gave me some awesome meat. Thank you for pressuring him. You're the best. Very nice to meet you guys. Take care. Cool. Well, they were really cool. I like them. I might sit because he might be speaking relatively soon. It's almost 1 o'clock. Oh, I got a stabilizer, guys. That's good news, too. Oh, this is awkward. I could probably just... Looks like we'll get a good view of Talarico. I want to make sure I'm not. Alright, this is a good view, guys, and I do have a stabilizer for when he actually shows up. I was able to buy a stabilizer, and we'll try to talk to some more people and see what's happening. Unless it's starting, because the music's on. But if it's not starting, we'll ask these guys questions. Got some Stevie Wonder playing. Elaine says she's a moron. What's up, Elaine? This is an open chat, so you guys can say whatever you'd like. There's no comment moderation whatsoever. How are you? Hi. No. Oh, don't apologize. You're quite all right. I was just going to ask you. No pressure, but I got a little YouTube. So I'm asking people what they like about James. I don't know if you want to talk about that or just enjoy the show. No pressure, but it'd be fun to interview you if I may. No worries. I appreciate it. Well, sorry to have you pressure have him pressure you. Do you already vote for James? Very cool. And what made you want to go for him over Crockett in the primary?
Mostly his style, his thoughtful, he's sort of conversational, steady, not explosive.
So, and you think he'd be kind of a stronger general election candidate?
I think he would be much stronger in general.
Do you notice? Well put. Very well put. Just myself. I have a little YouTube. I'm independent. I used to do local TV news, and then went off my own. I'm all the way from New York City, but I worked for TV news like 2 years ago out in Midland. So I knew a lot about Texas politics, so I thought it would be fun. Yeah, all the way out there. Yeah. Out to New York is where I was born and raised. Oh, to Midland? Oh, because it's interesting, like local TV news, you have to really start from the bottom and do kind of undesirable places. And so it's like throwing darts at a board and seeing what accepts. And I liked Mexico a lot. Like I loved it, made a lot of friends, had a great time, liked the culture. So Midland was relatively close. So yeah, I did that. I was in Wyoming before that, and Salisbury, Maryland, on that little tip that sticks out. So yeah, you kind of go all over the country. Then you get used to it. So then I'm like, well, I've done this my whole life. Now I'll just spend a month in an interesting state and cover whatever election. But yeah, no, it's a lot of interesting twists and turns.
Are you following the campaign?
Yeah, oh yeah, absolutely. I've been to, James is my candidate, but I've been to all 5 candidates. I even saw Paxton speak, which is hard, and John Cornyn, which is hard to catch them. But yeah, I saw them Crockett twice. Because they're not running real campaigns. The 2 of them total have hosted, each respectively, have hosted 4 events each. The total campaign season. James is hosting 4 events a week for the past 2 months. So 4 events total compared to what he's doing. And Crockett too. Crockett woke up the last 2 weeks, but I got here a month ago and I kept looking, when could I see Crockett? But nothing until the last really week and a half. Yeah. Well, yeah, and she's going, that's another reason I'm here. She's going through the media strategy. And for both candidates, it'll be interesting to see, does the on-the-ground campaigning matter anymore? If Talarico wins, it still matters. If he loses, it really doesn't. Because I hate to say it, but he's worked a lot harder than her. Well, that's going to be huge. Yeah, right. I think so. I think that'll turn things around. You know, and right, and like the University of Texas out in Tyler did a poll. She was 12 points ahead, but it was all before the Colbert stuff. That's a good question. I think that he wanted to have him on, and then just, yeah, I think just CBS said just beware of this. They made it kind of a bigger thing. Yeah, well, he was even on Joe Rogan, and Joe Rogan even quasi-endorsed him, right? Yeah, which is interesting. So, crossover appeal. Yeah, I couldn't watch an hour and a half of Rogan.
Rogan really ever fights back.
No, he never pushes back. Never. That right. Yeah. Oh, cool, man. Interesting. I didn't know that. Oh, wild.
What you're saying.
And he was like that with James, so they got along well. Which is weird because he's so right wing, but he has pretty much said he's going to endorse James. Yeah. Yeah, exactly right. So he's a Texas resident. Exactly.
He was also on the ground.
Yeah, so he's hardcore.
Yeah.
And made a difference. I mean, he came closer than people thought.
He got closer than exactly.
Oh, that's it. So you're on his campaign. I'm curious. Any difference between his campaign and Allred's campaign?
Who's?
Beto's and Colin Allred's campaign. I was always curious if like Colin Allred's campaign was like as bad as people say. Close to it. Yeah, interesting. You've been there. You were around too, and all that was happening. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Didn't get that inspired. You feel more inspired with James? So that makes a difference.
I just knew it was
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, so he was boots on the ground.
Yeah.
Very visible, so much more.
That's a good question. I appreciate you asking. I think he wins. I think he wins by 3 or 4 points, frankly. Yeah, because, I mean, that's a very good question, too, because there is a third candidate. And, if he gets 2% and they're both at 48 or something, or 46, whatever it would be, then it goes into a runoff. I'd be shocked. I think ultimately Talarico gets 51, Crockett gets 47, and the other guy gets, Mr. Shazat, I believe, gets about 2%, 1.5. That's been interesting too, and I was telling about, like, if it matters about how you run campaigns. Wesley Hunt has been way more active than Paxton and Cornyn, and I think that might make a bigger difference than people think. Yeah, but for controller. So yeah, right. Last time he was running for governor, this time controller. I think so too. Yeah. Yes. Yeah. 2 of them. Yeah. I would say it's higher. It's people are a little more excited. I mean, the difference being is you talk to random people and I talk to people at poll sites, a lot of Talarico supporters, and obviously supporters at his event. But the enthusiasm for her is, I would say, stronger. Yeah, people who like her like adore her will go to hell and back. I don't see that as much. I see a lot of people, which I think is why he's going to win, saying I was undecided, but ultimately I liked his policies. You know, the media is trying to say the electability argument, where I'm hearing from other people it's more about the substance. You know, Crockett didn't have an issue. Right. So you notice that, like, Crockett didn't have an issues page. You know, Talarico has one.
Very, like, last second.
Right. I think she just added it.
She didn't, like, edit it. Like, at the bottom it says, in this column.
So that's funny. That's interesting. Right. So, and that's, you know, so for more thoughtful vote, like, I mean, they're all thoughtful in their way, but for more kind of forward-thinking voters, they naturally come to the conclusion.
It's really, I can listen to it for an extended period of time.
Me too, yeah.
And really digest what he's saying, and I think he listens back, especially on the 125 YouTube series that he does.
Yeah, that was really good. Yeah. Right.
It reminds me of Hillary Clinton's campaign, I think, in the 90s. She went on the
Listening tour, yeah.
Listening tours, and it just,
Yeah, and that's the thing. It's like, if you could hold that, and you could have people be interested in watching you for an hour, but you actually have enough substance, and you can have that back and forth. That's a big thing too. It's accessibility. You know, the Crockett. I mean, and same on the other side too. It's only Talarico and Hunt who are letting people ask them questions. You know, and I think people really appreciate that. And so that's the interesting too. Part of it will, you know, I said it was a social media versus on the ground argument, but some of it is a social media argument to see, like, does it make a difference if you respond to your supporters and kind of are interactive with them in a kind of unique way.
Accessibility is earlier. Like, I live in Collin County, which is a red county, and you can't find any signs. Like, I mean, this is Collin County.
Right.
Part of this is Collin County, but where I live, it's very red, very magnet.
Right, interesting.
There are no signs.
Huh.
I posted on a Facebook group, like, where are all the signs at? Like, there's tons of Crockett signs. Like, at one of the polling places where I actually voted, there's like 20 signs.
Oh, really? Wow.
Like, the flower bed areas. And it's just like, where are the Talarico signs? And people are like, oh, you don't need signs. You don't need signs. Well, you should. Like,
Yeah, it's visibility.
Like, it's not going to make or break someone's decision, but it's still.
That's an interesting, right, and that's just like the last. You have to have a visual force out there. You know, you have to have it.
Somebody on campus said he comes in this recall.
I mean, that's the other thing too. Most of the world, most of the state doesn't know about this race, or, you know, if I'm not at an event and I talk to people about it, like half of them will be like, I didn't know there was an election, or.
I spoke to 2 people today that I was going to this, and saying, who's that?
Right.
Not aware. I'm hoping that there's going to be some sort of snowball effect for these major tracks.
I think so. You know, it's
I think
like.
we got the ball, but I'm
Yes.
thinking he needs to start.
Well, yeah, that's where the visibility stuff is. You know, hopefully, are you guys involved in the campaign this time around, or are you involved in the campaign at all, or just observing? Okay, you're not helping this time around now. Yeah. Yeah, you got some time. Well, sure, you have a long time, right? And then it's such a weirdly early primary. That's why it's easy to do. I'm like, all right, there's nothing else happening this early in the year.
This is
So,
a cool venue for it, too.
yeah.
I live right across from the T-Bell Art Company.
From where?
T-Bell Art Company.
Okay.
It's a music video.
Cool.
And I can see it from my window. And there was a huge rise. And going out past the street, and it was Talarico. I was sad I missed it. But I
that
found
close.
out about this yesterday.
Funny.
Was here an hour before, second time.
That was it, yeah. Yeah, it's weird you get to watch like a hockey. That's important. Yeah, it's hard. It's weird being a YouTube person not on any press list. So you have a massive disadvantage, and you have to watch things like a hawk to see, like, you know, 2 a.m. do they post that they're gonna have a new event, or like what? I say I'm just an independent, so I'm saying. Oh, I mean, I'm voting for. I like James. If I could vote, I would vote for James. Oh no, I'm saying I'm not. That's the hard part. Yes, right. So that's the hard part since I'm just an independent YouTuber. No advance notice. Sometimes I see where they are, like I know Steven Dials can help us, and he'll tell me like if there's a Scrum, a little gathering. Luckily, New York City, far away. Far, far, far away. Yeah, exactly. Airbnbs and hotels. It's
How's that going? Or you're going from local television to
big stress. It's hard. It's I was forced into it because I talked about the Scientology religion. Tom Cruise is part of them. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So you know about how wild they are, and it was a truthful piece. I just said that Lisa Marie Presley, she was going to testify against Danny Masterson, who was a Scientologist and was on that '70s show, right? And he got found guilty for assault. Yeah, still jail, right? Exactly. Yeah. And she was going to testify against him, and she used to be a Scientologist, and I just thought I just said in my little news bit that was like should be part of her legacy. Yeah, I like read it on air. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, and then the church called and threatened to sue. Yeah, threatened to sue, and this is when I was in Middle at one time, but this is when I was in Yuma, Arizona. So like, who cares? But they threatened to sue unless they fired me. But then I went on, wild. And then I went on a little bit of a press tour though, and I got enough of a following because people hate Scientology so much. Where now I make more than what I made in TV news. But TV news is so bad they're paying me $22,000 a year for a full-time job. So like if you work at Chick-fil-A, you make more than being a local TV news anchor. So it worked out kind of all right because it's such a low bar.
So your primary income is it?
Yeah, just YouTube. So just connected at the mercy of I don't even know who owns it, but yeah, right, exactly. That probably because I know the press people, and I'm on the list for Wesley Hunt, so I'll probably be at his campaign headquarters. Sometimes I could sneak around and figure out where they might be, though. And sometimes they'll kick me out, and sometimes they won't. So I'm tempted to just kind of saunter in and see what happens for Talarico's. Most people don't because I'm not antagonistic, and I never try to do like gotcha or try to convince them that their candidate's bad or anything. But sometimes they will. Like I was up in Canada, and they almost kicked me out for the election over there, but they let me stay. But then they're like, "Oh, you can't film anymore." And I'm like, "Well, all right, I already got like 5 interviews." So, and then Trump's, oddly enough, respect to them, they let me. I snuck in right when he had his New Hampshire victory, and they let me hang out. And then Nikki Haley threw me off, which I thought was I'm like, you think you want good press, but so it's always a crapshoot kind of thing. And then it's weird to figure it out. It's like one of them. Because they won't say where it is, and I saw a reporter saying I'm reporting in this neighborhood, and I saw like the pattern of the carpet, so I looked up like the 4 hotels and matched the pattern of the carpet, and then found like, all right, what's that hotel? Well, thank you guys, you gave me some awesome material, I appreciate it. Good video. Unless she's just testing her mic.
Which one's better, this one?
First. No. Yes.
Hey, stream is about the James Talarico Senate member. Woo! Hopefully that's good enough.
Still do a little better. Oh yeah, I can be as loud as y'all want me to be, but can y'all be louder for me?
Guys, why is this spinning?
Thank you, Tucker. Is that good? Is that good? Woo! Y'all are the best. We are so excited to be here, and this is exactly the kind of energy that we need. Because I know y'all are not here to clap, which maybe a little bit, but y'all are not just here to clap, you're here to win.
What's up, dude? Roxy Rock.
Are you here to take back Texas?
Woo!
There we go. Y'all know this, but the last time that a Democrat held this Senate seat was LBJ. Yeah, let's get it collected. Whoa.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Yes,
A lot of us, including someone fight for us up here, right?
Oh, Wesley,
Yeah.
I missed you. I was just thinking about you. I was literally thinking about you because I'm going to head to New Hampshire soon.
Why am I telling you all this? It's not to discourage you.
That's your
It's
dog.
actually
Your wife.
opposite. We are going to need to try all sorts of new things, and we're going to have to build community to take back Texas. Are y'all ready to do that? I want everyone in here to really think through why we're here. Yeah, we want to win. Yeah, we want to take back Texas. But why are we doing this? For me, it's an honor. Tia Lupita. She was a Mexican immigrant and pretty much the reason why all my family was able to be here. She was the hardest working Texan I knew. Never her own kids, but she supported all of us in our family and stretched every dollar thin as thinly as possible and as far as possible as she could. And, you know, it still felt like it wasn't enough. And I know a lot of us here can relate. A lot of us work our 40 plus hours a week, and still, it feels like it's not enough, right? Yeah. And I'm ready to change that. My tia, in spite of it all, taught me to love this country, to love it for the opportunities that it provides us, to love it for the people, just like the people in this room, who are here to be united and be better together. Yeah? How do we win, Ceci? Something more powerful than money. Trust me, I know it feels like it's the most powerful thing here, but it's not. I promise it's not. The most powerful thing that we have and how we are going to take back Texas is by building community and reaching our community. So I want you to look around, look at all these people in here. That's a lot of votes, right? Woo! Yeah. Does everyone here know 10 people?
Woo! Vaguely.
So, we will ask every single one of y'all here to reach your people. If you're like, I really want to help, but I don't know what to do, that's what you can do. If you want to be a nerd about it, research shows that people are 10 times more likely to vote for someone if someone that they trust tells them. So can we do that? Yeah! Yes? Yes.
Woo!
Okay, so let's get everybody to stand up. Yeah. Everyone kind of freshen up a little. So, I want every single person in here to look around. Everyone look around, look around, look around. Find someone new, someone you don't know.
What's going on?
If you're single, maybe you find someone with the same values. And if you're not, please behave, okay? Now, so, I want y'all to find someone you don't know. You're gonna tell them your name, tell them why you are here, and then tell them what 10 people will you reach this week. Can we do that, UTD? Awesome.
Sure.
Let's do that, and I promise we will be right back.
I talked to you guys already. I know you guys. Hey, what's up?
Hi, how's it going?
Good. How are you?
I'm good.
I'm Dodge.
Here's some of your spiel. I'm
Oh,
Carolina.
cool. Hopefully it wasn't too annoying for you.
No.
So I guess you know why I'm here.
Yeah.
Have a little YouTube.
Yes.
So traveling the country and covering interesting elections.
Yeah. So how'd you get into that?
I was in local TV news, so I always like politics a lot.
Yeah.
And then kind of wanted to go off on my own and be independent. It's like I always liked it was exciting when like elections would happen.
Yeah.
But I hated like how wide a bike lane should be or if they're repaving the ice rink. Yeah. It was really like, I never liked any of that. Yeah, and then the worst was with elections. Because like I was the new guy, I would never get to do them.
Yeah.
So you'd see like the most exciting moment pass you by.
And you're talking about like, bond proposals and
Yeah,
city budgets.
exactly. You know what's up. Exactly. So I'm like, all right, I gotta transition to do something else.
Yeah.
So that was weird because it's like nomadic. I'm never in one place very
so
long.
are you specific to Texas or you go all over the place?
No, I'm from New York City, so just a month in Texas, and then I kind of figure out like it's essentially like what's going to catch some social media attention.
Yeah.
What candidates do I like? Do I have to have some sort of interest in them. So I did the New York City mayoral election, which like, yeah, Zoran got a ton of views, and then funnily enough, like almost as many as like people really enjoy watching Curtis Lewa. He's like the Republican guy, right? Yeah, with the beret. Yeah. Exactly. He's a real character, so I had fun with that one. And then I think in the future, probably do Michigan. And then maybe some more of the New York. She's in there, yeah, but this is for this would be for Senate. So she's governor, and it's interesting because there's a guy who's a Bernie endorsed. Abdul Al-Said would be quite. I think he'd be the first Muslim senator, probably, which would be an interesting first. But then he's running again, and he's more pro-Palestine, anti-AIPAC. He's running against somebody who AIPAC is very supportive of. But then there's someone in the middle, Mallie McMurrow. She's a redhead like me, which is rare for. There is a connection at some point. Like I already have a kinship, and it'll be interesting if I think the established one will lose. It'll be interesting to see if it's her or Abdul Al-Said. That's why I'm also trying to figure out like how powerful is like the hard left flank versus just kind of the progressive flank.
No, that's all very interesting. So where's home base? Like where?
New York City.
You go back there?
I live with my mom for like 2 months a year. 2 or 3 months a year, because I can never afford to live in New York.
Right.
So I'll live with my mom like rent free. It's nice for her because like I'll see her for a few months a year and hang out. We're usually around Christmas.
Traveling all over the place.
So I'll be at home for like a month for Christmas, and then maybe like a month, maybe in the summer or something like that. And then I'd ask you what brought you here.
Oh, well, I actually work at UTD.
Oh, cool.
Yes, so.
Very cool.
Yeah, in the business school, so
nice.
I've been following Talarico's campaign. Why not?
Are you voting for him or undecided? Oh, sweet. Sorry, big decision. Very cool. Well, good to get a rundown. Good to meet you. Good to see you there. Let me know if I'm blocking you guys. I got a better view now, too. All right, Dion. Too bad you're one of the few. Too bad I'm a loser. I don't have anybody in this chat. You're one of the few people actually in this chat. But I'm still going to ban you. And it's such as I'm a loser because nobody else is chatting. But it is a shame when like 25% of your chatters, because you have not that many, are racist. Like that's a lot. Sorry, it's been blocked. That's it. You can say crazy pro-Trump shit. You can say the craziest shit. If you get racist, I'm going to block you. Come on. It's not a good look, guys. But I'm such a loser that nobody else is commenting, so when I had to ban the racist person, I lost about 25%, maybe 30% of my commenters. I'm a loser, baby, so why don't you kill me? Guys, if you want to give me a super chat, please do. I have an OF. Yen cubes are $40 per strand. I'm kidding. I wish. Please do subscribe. I guess we'll talk about this race a little bit. It's working. He's active. Huffines is an interesting guy too. So that's interesting, right? Well, he voted the other primary. Although people are upset at him because Huffines bought Zorro Ranch, Jeffrey Epstein's ranch. Right, wild, right? Yeah, John Huffines bought it, who's running for controller. Yeah, he bought it.
Okay. And then I heard that they're not letting people dig up or investigate.
After he bought, yeah. So he's trying to, his excuse is he's trying to buy it to like preserve everything. It was complete opposite. Right. And it's utterly bizarre. And I wonder if he's connected with some bigwig in Texas or like. Yeah.
Get a drone up there.
You know, actually, note to self, I'm because I have to go west, and it's like kind of on the way. I think I should, just to see like, who's still in there. Right. That's the thing. It's not this isolated, inaccessible. Right. It's like a 10-minute drive. Right.
And they did that with Epstein right after he died. Someone got a drone.
Right. Yeah, I saw that. That was cool. Yeah. Santa Fe. You know, big tourist city, or not big city, but a tourist city, and 100,000 people. So not nothing. Yeah, that's a whole weird thing, and it's funny with Huffines. He's been active on social media, but all the comments are like, "Why are you protecting Epstein?" and "Why did you buy Zorro Ranch?" No. So when I worked in Midlands, I covered him when he ran against Abbott and got, he did 6%. Kind of a perennial candidate, yeah. Definitely, he's like, there's a guy, Harold Stassen, from way back, who ran in every election from 48 to 92, and he's kind of the new Harold Stassen, I would say. Right, always until he dies. Yeah, the only time Stassen stopped running for president is he passed away at the age of 94. And so he couldn't do the next election, unfortunately. But he tried. And some of those characters I find kind of fun, but Fines is... Yeah, it'll be interesting to see if all the... I mean, I guess he's running for an open seat. So he'll... Yeah, there's no incumbent, right? What happened to Glenn Hagar? He got like a gig somewhere, right? Or like a university chairmanship or something. Because I remember covering... He was tough to connect with. Never responded. Because when I was in 4 years ago, my big focus was to like cover all the pipsqueaks who never got attention. So like I interviewed the person who got like 3% against Beto, which, that was when Beto was running for governor. So I had Huff, at least Huff Fines responded, unsurprisingly. So I had him on, but he did not. What's up? Yeah. Really get around. And give it. That's a good question. He had a rally in Dallas or Arlington, not too long ago. He, I think, generally has like a PAC group where he's trying to, I guess, just campaign for other Democrats on the ballot. I think he's been somewhat aggressive, which I admire him for doing, for blasting out Gina Hinojosa's campaign. That's the one running against Abbott, if I'm even pronouncing her name correctly. Yeah, Gina. I think she was a pilot, or is that? Yeah, I believe so. Yeah, there was a new poll that actually had her a point ahead, so nobody, like... Oh, against Abbott? Or are you saying the primary? Oh, in the primary, yeah. Primary, she's leading by a mile. And that's another thing, that's why it's not that interesting. I've heard his name, Bobby Cole. Do you know anything about him? Or? Interesting. Right. Interesting. I did hear that right. I remember right. Nice practical experience. Right. That's why it's nice to have a mix, right? It's like Talarico's a pastor and a teacher and also in state government.
Especially with the pastor,
Okay.
And the big church there is Lakewood.
Is that like a big mega church?
Yeah.
Okay.
Pulpit of hundreds of thousands.
Hardcore.
Yeah, so like super evangelical. Very
Right.
But his faith is like calling other people called Talarico a heretic.
Wow, hardcore.
Yeah.
Heretic. Called Talarico a heretic. That's interesting. Yeah.
That was the that I grew up.
Right.
Like if you don't vote red, you're blind. Don't vote.
Right.
That's
Yeah, I wonder how they square that. Is it like, for a lot of that, it's like an everyday conversation. It's kind of like they're thinking of people are like mine or like this is, yeah.
We've already gone over this. Hey, UTV! Okay, I think y'all can do one much louder one. Can y'all do that for me? Yes? Hello, UTD! with as many people as possible before we gotta get out of here. So, how's it going? We're gonna start with this section right here, and then section right here. So y'all can stay seated. Does that sound good to y'all? Anybody in our ADA section, if you're not able to stand and come up here, just flag it to a volunteer. Give it up for our volunteers in the yellow vest. They will get y'all situated. Alrighty, y'all. Now, we've talked about community, and we love community here, right? So now it is my honor to introduce College Democrats President and Vice President. Give it up for them.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Moksha Modi. I'm the Vice President of UTD Democrats. On behalf of our organization, thank you all so much for being here. We are incredibly grateful for this amazing turnout and for each of you taking time out of your day to come join us. I also want to extend a special thank you to our officers and volunteers for making this event possible for all of us. Before we begin, I'd like to share a few housekeeping announcements. In case of emergency, there are 4 exits available. 1 located next to the stage here, 1 in the middle of the auditorium, and 2 towards the back. Please note that if you leave during the event, re-entry will not be permitted. If you're attending with a child, we are not responsible for any minors during this event. All children must remain with their legal guardians at all times. We are excited to host a respectful and engaging conversation today. If anyone makes any disrespectful or offensive remarks during the program, one of our officers will ask that individual to leave the auditorium so we can maintain a productive environment for everyone. Thank you again for all being here. I'd now like to turn it over to our President, Araceli.
Thank you, Moksha. Hi, everyone. My name is Araceli Okendo. I am the UTD Democrats President. I want to say thank you to every single one of you for being here again. As well. I'm so happy to see so many engaged students as well as so many community members gathered here today. It is my honor to introduce our distinguished guest, Representative James Talarico, President of the Texas House of Representatives, representing District 50. He is an educator and a public servant who has been a strong advocate for public education, healthcare access, and civic engagement throughout his time in office. Before serving in the legislature, Representative Talarico worked as a public school teacher, a leadership that has shaped the policy he's working on today. He's widely recognized for his thoughtful leadership and commitment for strengthening the democratic institutions in Texas. We're truly grateful that he has taken the time to be here with us today. So everyone, please join me in giving a warm welcome to Representative James Talarico.
Thank you to volunteers in the vest who made this event possible. We are building a movement to take back our state and take back our country. You all
Let me know if I'm in your way.
are now part of that movement, and I can't tell you how good it is to be here. We're on our Take Back Texas tour. We're on our campaign bus. We're going everywhere. We're talking to everyone because that is how we build a big enough tent to flip this seat in November. Y'all have been on the front lines of that fight. All of you in DFW shocked the nation when you flipped a state Senate seat in Tarrant County. And I think together, we're gonna shock the world when we flip a U.S. Senate seat right here. We're so good to be here at UTD after a crazy week on the campaign trail. Last Monday, I filmed an interview with Stephen Colbert on The Late Show. As you have probably heard, Trump's FCC pressured corporate media executives at CBS to keep that interview off the air. But I think it's safe to say that their plan backfired. We've been so excited to see the number of people across the political spectrum who are standing up to speak out against that kind of cancel culture. Because these are the people who ran against cancel culture. Now they're trying to control what we watch, what we say, what we read, and this is the most dangerous kind of cancel culture, the kind that comes from the very top. They went after The View after I appeared on that program. They went after Jimmy Kimmel for telling a joke they didn't like. They went after Stephen Colbert for telling the truth about Paramount's bribe to Donald Trump. Corporate media executives are selling out the freedom of speech to curry favor with corrupt politicians. A threat to any of our First Amendment rights is a threat to all of our First Amendment rights. Whether you're a Democrat or a Republican, whether you're a progressive or a conservative, the real fight in this country is not left versus right, it's top versus bottom. We launched this campaign for the U.S. Senate 5 months ago in my hometown of Round Rock, Texas, and since then, shout out to Round Rock. Since then, we have had thousands of Texans showing up to rally with us in every corner of the state, from Beaumont to El Paso, from Amarillo to Brownsville, and everywhere in between. And I can't tell you how many people come up to me at the end of these events and whisper, "I'm not a Democrat." Like they're in the witness protection program. We have recruited more than 22,000 volunteers who are doing the organizing work all over the city. And we have shattered grassroots fundraising records all without taking a dime from corporate PACs. This is a people-powered movement to take on this broken, corrupt political system. This is truly a campaign of, by, and for the people. We're not just trying to win an election, we are trying to fundamentally change the politics in this state and in this country. Our nation is so divided, we can't even share the Super Bowl anymore. 2 different halftime shows for 2 different Americas living in 2 different realities. Bad Bunny, one of my favorite artists, gave one of the best Super Bowl halftime performances of all time. And then I saw that Kid Rock, an artist I grew up listening to, held a counter concert. I didn't even know that was a thing. What would lead someone to protest that beautiful halftime show? I think it's fear. Fear of the unknown, fear of change, fears we all struggle with. But there was nothing to be afraid of in that halftime performance. Just joy and unity and love. Because in the words of Scripture, love casts out fear. Or, in the words of Bad Bunny, the only thing more powerful than hate is love. That word love is maybe the most important word in the English language. It's certainly the most important word in all of our lives. And yet, we rarely hear it spoken in our politics. My granddad was a Baptist preacher in South Texas. And when I was little, he told me that as Christians, we're supposed to follow the 2 commandments that Jesus gave us. Love God and love neighbor. All my colleagues in the legislature are so focused on the 10 that they forget about the 2. Jesus could have told us to love our family members. He could have told us to love the members of our church. He could have told us to love our close friends. Those all would have been easier commandments to follow. but he told us to love our neighbors. That's inherently a public thing. And that commandment is what led me to public service. First, as a public school teacher on the west side of San Antonio, and now as a public official in the Texas House. I launched my very first campaign for the State House 8 years ago in my hometown of Round Rock. And I was running as a Democrat in a county that was so red, it hadn't voted for a Democrat for president since Jimmy Carter. I was told it was a lost cause. I was told flipping a Trump district was impossible. I was told I was too young. I was told I didn't have the money or the political connections to win. But my neighbors and I, we ran an aggressive, authentic, unorthodox campaign that brought people together. And on election night, we flipped that district with 51% of the vote. That is what we are going to do statewide in 2026 with your help. We ran that campaign reaching out to everyone. We didn't write off any voter. We didn't write off any community. And now I'm in my 4th term in the Texas House. I've been able, as a Democrat in a Republican-dominated body, I'm able to pass major bills to bring down the cost of housing, bring down the cost of childcare, bring down the cost of prescription drugs, including insulin. I am trying. Shout out to insulin. I am trying to love my neighbor through public policy. I'm trying to make my neighbor's life a little easier and a little better. That kind of love in our politics is getting harder and harder to find. You know why politics sucks right now? It's not any one politician. It is the system itself. Think about who was sitting behind the President of the United States on Inauguration Day. Think about who runs the 24-hour corporate media that treats news as entertainment. Think about who owns the social media algorithms that keep us all angry and divided. A handful of billionaires have redesigned our politics for their own profit. Us versus them, trolling, owning, name-calling, winning at all costs. It's professional wrestling. All of us keep watching, we keep scrolling, we keep fighting, and they keep getting rich off of it. These billionaires divide us on an hourly basis by party, by race, by gender, by religion, to keep us from realizing that they are picking our pockets, that they are closing our schools, they are gutting our healthcare. They're raising taxes on all of us while they cut taxes for themselves. It is the oldest strategy in the world. Divide and conquer. They have literally transformed how we talk to one another. They have changed how we learn about the world. It's the reason you and your MAGA uncle, who you used to get along with just fine, now live in completely separate realities. Politics shouldn't feel this way. Politics is just another word for how we treat our neighbors. And we should treat each other a lot better than this. We can transform this broken political system. They may have the money, but we have the majority. It will require all of us coming together across these manufactured divisions. Fight that system, not your neighbor. That is the distinction. That is what we have to remember if we're going to win this race in November. There is something broken in America. Our political system is broken. Our economic system is broken. Even our relationships with each other feel broken. And that's because the most powerful people in the world want it that way. My faith teaches me to love my neighbor as myself. Not just my neighbor who looks like me. Not just my neighbor who prays like me, not just my neighbor who votes like me. I am called to love all of my neighbors the way I love myself. Because despite our many differences, despite our many disagreements, we all really want the same things: a safe neighborhood, a good job with good benefits, a high quality, well-funded public school, and the ability to see a doctor when we need one. I don't know about y'all, but I am tired of being pitted against my neighbor. I am tired of being told to hate my neighbor. It's been more than 10 years of this kind of politics. Politics as blood sport. Politics as total war. It tears families apart. It ends friendships, and it leaves us all, no matter what side you're on, feeling terrible all the time. As I travel this state, I get the sense that across the political spectrum, there is a deep hunger for a different kind of politics. Not a politics of fear, not a politics of hate, not a politics of division, but a politics of love. A love for the state, a love for the country, and most importantly, a love for all of our neighbors. A love that can heal what's broken in America. I was in Laredo, Texas, a couple weeks ago. It's my mom's hometown. And a gentleman stood up and he asked a really good question, a question that I've asked myself, probably a question you've asked yourself. He said, "Isn't love too weak for this particular moment?" And I thought about it, and I told him that my faith teaches me that love is the strongest force in the universe. Love is not passive. Love is not neutral. Love is not weak. Love sometimes requires that we stand between the bullies and the bullied. Love sometimes requires that we look evil in the eye and not blink. Love sometimes requires that we flip over the tables of injustice. That kind of love has always been a threat to the powers that be. That kind of love is revolutionary. That kind of love is radical. That kind of love is creative. Hate is boring. Hate is predictable. Hate can't lower our energy bills. Hate can't teach a child how to read. Hate can't build a future. But what hate can't do, love can. Love can turn a student into a scholar. Love can turn an enemy into a friend. Love can turn a campaign into a movement. That is the kind of love that we are rooting this campaign in. An aggressive, fearless, confrontational love. We're not going to beat the politics of division with more division. We're not going to win this race by shaming or ridiculing or alienating others. In my experience, when you extend an open hand rather than a closed fist, you'll be surprised by who takes that hand. If you hate politics and you've never voted before, you have a place in this campaign. If you have voted for Democrats, but you are tired of Democratic politicians always folding, you have a place in this campaign. And if you voted for Donald Trump, but you are fed up with the extremism and the corruption in our government, you also have a place in this campaign. A new kind of politics is possible. It's waiting to be born. through all of you. A movement that radiates that kind of love is unstoppable, and it will win. We have a moral imperative to win. If we don't win, we can't help anybody. If we don't win, we can't stop what's happening to our state and to our country. We are seeing the consequences of losing elections as we speak. There is a secret police force terrorizing our neighbors all over the state and all over this country. I shot a mother in the face. I kidnapped a 5-year-old boy. I executed a man in broad daylight on our streets before our very eyes. It is time to tear down this secret police force and replace it with an agency that is actually going to focus on public safety. It is past time to impeach Secretary Kristi Noem. It is past time to prosecute agents who have abused their power. And when we have a Senate majority, we call these masked men before Congress so the world can see their faces.
Please subscribe, guys. Just doing this by myself. Please subscribe.
We should be cracking down on the cartels, not our communities. We should be deporting gang members, not small business owners. We should be hunting down human traffickers, not moms and babies. These secret law enforcement, I didn't want to say law enforcement, because this is not law enforcement. This is something else entirely. These masked men are waiting in school pickup lines. They are lurking in hospital waiting rooms. They say it's about law and order, but they're waiting outside courthouses, arresting people who are following the law and showing up for their immigration hearings. They say it's about the economy, but they're deporting the very people who keep our economy running. They say it's about illegal immigration, but now they're going after American citizens. This has never been about immigration. This has always been about control. The best way to control a population is to keep people afraid. Keep them looking over their shoulder. Keep them in line. Don't draw attention to yourself. Don't criticize the state. Don't speak your mind. Otherwise, you'll be disappeared or even killed. No more secret police. No more masked men in unmarked vehicles. No more kidnapping people off our streets. This is the United States of America. We're not supposed to fear our government. Our government is supposed to fear us. I know things are dark right now. Many of you know that in addition to my public work as a public official, I'm also a seminary student, studying to become a minister like my granddad. And so I thought I would leave y'all with a word of pastoral care. Whether you're religious or not, I feel like we all need that kind of care in these dark times. I've been thinking about a lyric from a great American songwriter, John Prine. He wrote, "I really love America. I just don't know how to get there anymore." And that's enough to break your heart. And when I'm feeling this way, there's a verse of scripture that I return to. And again, whether you're religious or not, I hope it can be a gift to you. It's in the Gospel of Luke when Jesus says something really strange. He says, "Blessed are you who weep." And that's strange because how can someone who's weeping be considered blessed? In our culture, in this country, we tend to avoid grief. But I think we forget that grief can be fertile soil. Sometimes we see the world most clearly through our tears. So if your heart is breaking as you watch what's happening to our beloved country, it means you still have a heart. I want you to trust that. I want you to protect that, because that is what's going to get us out of all of this. Resistance starts right here, by refusing to mirror the hate and the violence and the inhumanity that surrounds all of us. There has never been a more important time to be a human being. In a time of shadows, it is so important that each of us shines our light. Like many of you, I am tempted by hopelessness. I'm tempted by despair. But then I show up at UTD in the middle of a weekday, and I see a ton of neighbors who are trying to figure out how we're going to save this country. And all of a sudden, I feel a little bit of hope again. And a little bit of hope is a dangerous thing. The fact that you are all here means you haven't given in to hopelessness. And that means the bullies haven't won yet. Action is the antidote to despair. You can't wring your hands when you're rolling up your sleeves. We have a lot of work to do, UTD, but I am confident that we are going to win this race, that we are going to take back our state, and we are going to take back our country. Because, in the words of Bad Bunny, the only thing more powerful than hate is love. Thank you for being here.
I'm going to try to get a picture with the guy. All right, well, he was very inspiring. He's got some fire in his belly. I'll get a photo with him, why not? Please subscribe, guys. Hey, good, how are you?
Good to see you.
Good to see you again. What's going on? Yeah, I didn't even need to ask about any press events because he has so many events. So like that, there's no need. Oh, no, of course. I'm not going to try to.
Me too. This is great. But remind me your name one more time.
Dodge, like
Dodge.
the car.
So good to see you
Good to see you again. Keep up the good work.
If you want to get added to our presidency, talk to that.
Oh, so that's the guy. Oh, you're the best. Thank you. And is there a little area with the scrum for just, you know what area in the room? Okay, cool. Appreciate it. I guess you can get a photo with him. And please subscribe. You know, he had a unique amount of, I don't know who's first, I hope I'm not skipping anybody. He has a unique amount of fire in his belly. And I think he's gotten a little more progressive as he's kind of continued. Before he's a little more low-key. It's certainly interesting that he wants to impeach Kristi Noem and abolish ICE, essentially. So he's, you know, it's interesting. He's going for more of a leftward tact, I would say.
We want the line to go around this way, so we're going to cut off right here only because they work for us.
Okay.
So I'm going to have to ask you guys to just go in this side right here.
So you want me to go all the way at the end, you're saying, and like reinsert myself in the back? Oh, that way?
That ramp right here.
Right. All right. Crappy organized. We had to go this way. Sorry. Completely cut it.
We're overseeing an ABC now.
Oh, you're right. Oh, cool. Awesome. Thank you. Oh, there it is right here. ABC.
Okay. Well, look for your live. We just want to thank you for coming.
Yeah. I can mute too. I appreciate
Yeah,
it.
of course.
Best. Because I want a picture with him. I think I'll have a picture with all 5 candidates. Dodge, consider him. I'm not gonna do that. But yeah, so he's certainly had more of a leftward tact, which I think, you want to consolidate that base. Will it come back to bite him in general with some of the Christy Nome stuff and abolishing guys? I'd say probably not, because there's so much opposition, I think, in general. To some of the actions of Biden. So I'd be shocked if that were the case, but you do see him, the argument is he's supposed to be level-headed and kind of in the middle. He's less in the middle after this event, but I think he's going to inspire a lot of his base. It'll be interesting who wins. This guy's been working hard. It's a lot, as you might have heard the conversation with the press person, I was like, I don't even need to be on the press list, because he has just a ton of publicly accessible events. Will it make a difference? Crockett decided to get out there in the last 2 weeks, since she's been active in these last 2 weeks, but that's about it. She's had 2 weeks of campaigning versus Talarico has had about 10 weeks of campaigning. Since he announced, he's had at least 4 to 5 rallies a week. Again, Crockett this last week had 5 rallies. This current week has 5. So it's Crockett 10 versus a lot of different stuff. If Crockett wins, then the on-the-ground stuff doesn't matter. It's all social media. And I think there is a concerted effort on some elite people to make sure that they choose the nominee to have as little voter-candidate interaction as possible. And the elite is trying to make sure that candidates do not get asked questions and do not have to be confronted by voters, so they can control the primary. That is probably to protect billionaires and also to cover up for hate. But I saw it in 2024 in New Hampshire when the Democrats canceled a bunch of primaries. I still went out and filmed Marianne Williamson and Tim Phillips ran against him. But there's an effort, not even the mainstream media really care. But there's an effort to black all of that out, right? So, it used to be, you go back in 1952, for example, somebody running against Truman Faber, he was there at house parties and stuff, and he won because of all the people he got to meet. It'll be interesting to see if that is less relevant in today's age.
You got to turn that off when
Absolutely.
when you do.
That's funny. Well, I admire their. I'm not going to keep it on. Don't worry. I admire their caution, though. That is it. I admire the campaign because they're cool to be being here and they're helpful, but they're also kind of smart and cautious. But I'm not going to say anything to him. Don't worry. Sorry, that's not how I caught you in a hose. But yeah, I'll have. But yeah, again.
I think everybody's doing good. College.
You're a good herder. Dodge can't be honest about that. He can't be taken seriously. I have no idea what you're talking about. Actually, no, they're not, says WSIWWYG. Jesus. They follow the same rules that other broadcasts or network has to. It doesn't matter what show it is. I'm sorry, but that's how they caught you in the hoax. And Dodge can't be honest about that. I mean, I don't know what you're talking about, the Talarico thing. Yeah, there was some issue. The CBS kind of create this out of thin air, and I some creative. That's what Jasper Crockett said. The CBS this is all kind of overblown. So I don't know what I'm not being honest about. Drooling schizo. I'll drool if you give me a big enough super chat. Just Google says you're stupid. I restarted. I'm proud to be restarted. Thank you. If you subscribe, you support special needs. So thank you. Please support me and my special needs stream. Thanks. Drooling schizo, I'm being gang stalked. So the comment says, Drooling schizo, yeah, I'm being gang stalked every day by your mom, and I like it. How much lead gasoline did you siphon in your life, bro? You sound mentally ill, says I'm not mentally ill enough for your mom, I'll tell you that. Not that hard to get her over. Dodge, you're not stupid, bro. It's this dude up top. Oh, thank you. It's funny. There are some stupid people in this chat. That's all right. I love you all. I love all my stupid children. I love all God's children. Hashtag pro laugh. I'm so pro-choice. In the future, if I'm president, you're only going to be allowed to have a child if it has special needs. If it doesn't, abort it. Kidding. It's a long way for a line. It's good. He talks to his people. Respect. But I'm going to have to stop streaming because I want a picture with him, obviously. So if I stop streaming for 20 seconds, that is why. I hope I look less pasty, less disgusting. I'm a disgusting looking person. My hair's crazy. But hopefully I look less disgusting in the photo. Your pants hold.
Ready?
Smart.
Yes.
Know what to sell. Rub them down.
Clean it up.
Yeah, thank you for reminding me.
Yay.
Hey Trixie, nice to have you. We are in Dallas. Dodge does Dallas. Not as fun as Debbie, but I tried. And we are at a James Talarican event. I'm going to call him Talarican. Reminds me of Communist China. Hey, little red book. Gotta love it. Please subscribe, guys. It's just me babbling the entire time. You'll get nothing from the stream ever. But please subscribe. It might give you a laugh or two. You get to see. I guess I'm taller than James Talarico. That's cool. I'm proud of myself. Guys, I'm taller than James Talarico. I feel masculine. Thanks. I'm also taller than Paxton. I think I'm taller than all of them but Hunt. I'm not even that tall. All right, guys.
Like it's traffic. Like it's traffic. But when it happens, I can come by.
It's nice of you. I appreciate it. Thank you. All right, so we're going to wait around for the scrum. And this gentleman said, that's nice, so they're going to try to follow me. Okay, he wanted me to not be there, but I'm going to join the press scrum. I can be here if that's easier. If you want me to go all the way that distance, I can. Okay. So I'll see you when you come. I'm going to come to Michigan. Wesley, absolutely I'm going to come to Michigan. That's going to be an interesting race with McMurrow versus Abdul El Sayed. Wesley, who do you like? Do you like McMurrow or Sayed? Wesley, I think you're a Haley Stevens fan. I'm going to peg you as a Haley Stevens fan. I don't think so. My guess is you like Abdul. This has been a great live. Hey, Susan Barfrey, thank you. Glad you enjoyed it. It's not over yet. We're going to get some to press scrum. A lot of manlets in Texas. I don't know what that means. The school board we were able to flip is in my very red school district. Very cool. 3 candidates unified and had a phenomenal ground game. So that'll be the interesting part is all of this is very good ground game. Talarico has been very, very active in having a ground game. I might just leave. You know, they're polite and say we'll get you in the scrum, but my guess is they're lying. He's like, oh, I'll find you, but you have to go in the other end of the room. Yeah, okay. I'm voting for the biggest socialist that say that would be Abdul. Do you think he's electable? Do you think he could win in general? I mean, I think he probably could. But Michigan is like Texas in that regard. It could go either way. You have a better chance in Michigan, but... I don't know if I want to wait in this long line, though. It's like he's doing the scrum after the long line. I didn't delete any comment. WSI says delete my comment. That's cool. Perhaps it's because I tried to fool the system. I have no fucking idea what you're talking about. Doxa FCC Gov lays out the rules for equal time. I didn't delete shit. I didn't delete your comment, dude. You're lying. I don't think I'm the special one here. I think you are. Where are you? I'm in Dallas. I think I answered that question. I might leave soon to see. I feel stupid. Why don't you grab a cigarette? Put a 1 if you want me to stay for the press questions. Put a 2 if you don't care. How about that? Put a 1 if you want me to stay for press questions, because I'm very sidelined here, and I'm awkwardly like hanging out here with my dick in my hand. But and they'll say they'll get my attention, but they're probably just being polite because I'm all the way in the Netherlands. Well, not even. They probably could just go up there. I don't want to. I'm very respectful. I don't want to give them any sort of headaches, but I think they're just placating me. Dude rocks my spidey sense. I'm libertarian, man. I voted for Chase All. I'm one of the 0.34% of Americans that voted for libertarian Chase Oliver. But I'm more progressive than not. I would rather the Dems than anything else. Well, I'm going to go in and out.
Jasmine Pocket tonight. Amazing. Jasmine Pocket tonight.
Oh, hell yeah, I got a YouTube. I'd love to come. She has a thing today?
Yeah.
Sweet. Well, first off, I kind of admire your courage.
Thank you.
So you're a big supporter of hers? I got a little YouTube, just FYI. But...
Oh, no.
Okay, just tell her.
We're just like part of the Democrats.
Very cool.
And we're just hosting Pocket tonight.
Love it.
On Zoom.
On Zoom. Oh, okay, cool. So she's not here in person.
But she'll be here virtually.
Cool. Okay, so it's like a virtual thing. Awesome. Thank you. Good to know.
Thank you, sir. Have a good one.
Yeah, no worries. Good luck.
I think we're going to start together.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it. I got them at a thrift store. I don't even know how to say it. In Midlothian?
Midlothian?
Yeah, Midlothian. And they were like $10.
Dang, yeah, I saw you earlier.
Is that fun?
Shoes are sweet.
Thank you. I appreciate it. I love all like the 40s style, 50s. Yeah.
Cool.
So it's like, all right, this is.
I need to get a new suit. I've been looking at kind of pea binder style.
That would be cool. Yeah, well, like the window paint. Yeah. The peak lapels.
Yeah, exactly.
That would be a good look.
Kind of looking at when to get a pair.
Yeah, these are cheap. I know what these brands are too. It's called Ferro Alto. They're at the thrift store, but they're only like $50 if you search them online.
Oh, yeah?
And you do like Ferro Alto.
Okay, cool.
You should be able to find it. Yeah, no worries. Thanks for noticing. Yeah, no problem. Appreciate it. All right, guys, we're gonna have a little smoke, and I'm gonna try to get back in. Okay, cool. Interview's over there. Glad I heard that. First, let me have a smoke, guys. Are you all still here? 21 people are still watching. Just me smoke a cigarette. Okay. As always, I'm anti-fascist. Okay, the real kind, not the made-up terrorist kind. I like it. If you do not love America, the nation, says personal NA, if you do not love America, the nation of law and order has always been, then something was going behind my back, something I'm not allowed to know, something I'm not allowed to attend. I don't know what that means. I'm really going to have to try to analyze that. Little LL Princess, thank you for watching, by the way. Relax, Wizzy. Dodge is super cool. I appreciate it. No, I tried to use DOT full system allowing me to. I don't know what any else you're talking about. I got to go down the stairs because I want to post one in people's face. These are massive stairs. It's hot, man. It's 80 degrees. So, yeah, so we'll go up and try to do the scrum. Please subscribe. I'm dying. So I've smoked too many cigarettes. I'm going to die of lung cancer in 5 years. So if you want to subscribe before I die and donate to my future GoFundMe, that'll be great. Kids don't smoke. Maybe you should. You'll die earlier and this world is going to pot. I'll try to reread that. I don't think I can. What the hell else did I miss? Yeah, somebody call you communist. I think we explained that. It's been a great live. I'm glad you enjoyed it. Yeah, try to talk to some people. Ask them why they're here. Ask them about the election. This will probably be the last day of the Texas stuff because I'm going to go out and cover the trial in Florida. But maybe not. I'm very familiar with Taj. Well, cool. Hopefully you're subscribed. That'd be really cool if you were. Be a whole lot cooler if you were. The goal is to destroy the wealthy so the left can destroy the system, build it in the way they believe. Communist. Now, my theory, basic theory is there's too much government, but we should just give people money. Universal basic income. Libertarian way, disempower the billionaires, But instead of creating massive corrupt government structures that are, look at the homelessness in LA. The heads of the homeless services has been embezzling money. I mean, half of the government money just gets embezzled. So we just need to directly give people direct money.
Did I see
Hey.
you at Jasmine Crockett last week?
Yeah, what's going on?
Hi.
How are you?
Good.
Yeah, I'm covering all the different events. Crockett was a lot more fun, I think.
Yeah, it's a little bit
By
more
a mile.
lively. But
Yeah.
it's cool. I like them both.
Yeah, they're tough. You have a favorite?
I have to vote for my girl Jasmine. She has more.
Respect.
But I hope they both succeed.
Yeah, I'm seeing like an enthusiasm gap. Like I feel like with Crockett, it's just I don't know. Showing. I thought Talarico would be stronger, but then actually like showing up at her events, like the love that people have for her, it's not comparable to what Talarico has. Like these people are going to go out for Crockett. They're going to campaign. Like they feel it in their heart.
Yeah,
You
I
know?
felt that too.
Yeah. So I think in that regard, like I think she's probably the stronger one.
I think so. Yeah.
Are you going to help her out on election day? Are you going to be out there?
I voted early, like 2 days ago.
Are you going to volunteer or just kind of? I know there's a lot of things to juggle.
I'm a mom, so.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, I took some time out. I was like, I'm trying to follow the campaign trail.
Very.
This is the year.
How old's your kid?
They're about to be 4 and 2.
Oh, you got 2. Very cool.
2 and 3.
That's a handful. Yeah, I'd
Yeah.
imagine that's like full time.
Yeah. But it's cool.
Very cool. I'm Josh, by the way.
Josh, I'm Cassandra.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to
Pleasure. You got an Instagram or anything? Want to keep in touch? Always good. Okay, so
I
you've
do
been
miss
invested.
it, but I'm here.
What brought you out to Texas?
My mother.
Okay, so
We
you guys
kinda
all moved.
moved.
Very cool.
My mother.
Okay, so
We
you guys
kinda
all moved. Very cool.
She retired. She's like, I want a house. So.
A little more. Yeah, it's a lot more comfortable living here.
Yeah.
I'd say by a mile.
And speaking of though, energy is kind of different.
Yeah.
I'm more of a city person, but I
Me
can
too.
always go back there and travel.
Yeah, you get kind of trash. Like I've been here for a week. I'm like, all right, I've seen all the parks.
Yeah.
I've seen some of the cool spots.
You can walk
you
through
know.
Dallas in probably like an hour.
Yeah, I walked with like my dog and that was about it. And like that's pretty much like all right, cool. We saw all the big buildings and saw Dealey Plaza. That was cool. And then hey, I stopped streaming when I got your info. But do you want to say why you like Jasmine for my YouTube?
Oh, sure.
You're the best. Appreciate it. So yeah, why are you a fan of Jasmine's?
I think Jasmine is a strong fighter. She has the fire to go toe to toe with those who kind of want to intimidate everybody. I think that she's got more credentials, definitely. And I think that she's the person for the job.
Very well put. And do you think she's a stronger candidate in the general?
Yes. She's been doing this for a bit more time. She has more experience working with her colleagues. So I think that she has more knowledge of who she's kind of going against. And she doesn't back down.
Yeah, it's a good point. Some of that knowledge of the Congress, knowledge of process, makes a difference. Well, very cool. Awesome. Well, thank you. It gave you some good material, and yeah, we'll keep in touch.
Are you waiting for them to come out too?
I'm going to try to go to the press thing. So I came out to smoke a cigarette, and then coming back in to try to, because there's like always a little press scrum where all the press gets together.
I tried to sneak in with the press last time.
You can try to sneak in with me if you want.
Okay. I'm not trying to get,
I hear you. But yeah, he'll be out in probably like, my guess is like 5 minutes.
But it's cool
5
to
to 10
see
minutes.
everybody. It definitely is a different vibe.
It is. Have you seen Jasmine yet? Yeah. Oh yeah, of course, because I saw you at the event. Duh, I'm
You were
stupid.
sitting next to me, and you were speaking to somebody, but I recognized
Yeah,
you.
I talk people's heads off. I'm very lucky.
Kid that you guys were speaking to.
Oh yeah, he was cute. Yeah, I remember that kid. Yeah, he was cute. Although I was a little annoyed because I was trying to film jazz and the kids were talking the whole time.
Oh.
That's all right.
I
It
moved
was
a little
still good
forward
material.
because the press people were on the ground. So I was like,
Yeah.
I'm definitely gonna blend in here.
It's a juggle, exactly. But yeah, no. Hopefully you'll get to see him. I think you should be out soon. I get to catch him. But yeah, nice meeting you. And
Nice to meet
I don't know if you ever want to hang out or anything. No pressure, but
If you're back
it's pretty
here,
cool.
down here,
Yeah, I like
saw
that.
you guys had. Well, I know you've been here for like.
Yeah, about
a while.
3 weeks now. Yeah.
They had a nice blizzard, so it looked like so much fun.
Yeah, right. Yeah. I was here right before. I was in Arkansas when the blizzard happened. So like right before, and that got a little worse. Like I was snowed in for 3 nights.
Oh,
And I
man.
couldn't get out because I have a tiny little Chevy Camaro.
Yeah.
And like I had to take boiling water to melt the snow, and they didn't plow anything. It was that bad. Yeah. And they didn't plow the street where the car was, so it's just stuck. And I was like, oh, that's different than New York, as you're used to. So yeah, different. So I missed that. I think it was more mild here in Dallas, right? It wasn't too bad. But yeah,
Had
right
some
now.
ice, but it was literally just ice.
Yeah, right. Wasn't too bad. Well, perfect. Well, very, very nice to meet you. Keep in touch. Hopefully I'll see you around. Take care. I already did. I'm going to try to find the press scrum. I might have missed it though, chat.
Yeah, it's over here.
If I missed it, say let me. I'm just pressed coming back.
I know you.
I appreciate it. Oh, there he is.
Are you already done?
Not press. So just joining the scrum.
No.
Can I connect to the gentleman who informed me?
Nope.
This is an automatic quick no. Because the gentleman did say.
No, he didn't. I was there.
I'm pretty sure he said he'd let me know. Yeesh.
I don't know.
Christ.
I would tell them, hey.
Oh, do this one.
That's as good as I can do. But, at one point,
Well, I gotta go. This is the most authoritarian.
I was
But yeah, you suck. He's still shaking hands.
Oh, yeah?
It's not even the press scrum happened yet.
Yeah, like how long maybe?
Yeah, they're being strict to letting people back in, but I think it looks like it was dying. It looks like the line was thinning out. So yeah, you should be able to make it. Hope. Good. See you soon.
You get your picture?
I at least got a picture. Yes, that much I got. Thank you. I could have made a much bigger scene out of that because the press guy said he'll let me know. So.
Those are big steps. You might want to.
Oh yeah, those are hardcore. Thank you. We're like, I wonder why people need to be that rude. I mean, I'm not gonna blame the campaign. That wasn't the campaign. That was an authoritarian police officer. But Jesus fucking Christ, really? Really? Well, I guess I'm not getting a press scrum, although he's still shaking hands. So that's the extent of it. That was the rudest. That was the rudest shit I've ever experienced. Like, really? You could just say, like, she just didn't want to do her job. She just didn't want to find the guy, be like, oh, you spoke to this guy, can you let him in? Well, that police officer sucks. I'm not going to blame it on their campaign. They probably didn't see any of it. But what a rude police. Like, fuck you. Jesus Christ. She sucks. I hope somebody charges her for, I'm sure, my assumption is she got switched duties because she was too trigger happy and arrested people for no reason. So they're like, well, yeah, I guess we'll just put you on security. Like, you're really eager to arrest innocent black people and racially profile. So why don't we put you could use your hostility and your desire to oppress. We'll put you at a James Talarico event where at least you can't arrest people and suppress them. Because you know that woman loves oppressing the minorities. It's just very obvious. And they're like, well, shit, we could have her out on the street and she's gonna kill somebody, or we could just have her be rude to people at James Talarico event. And they're like, I guess we'll just have her be rude at the James Talarico event. What a horrible, horrible person. I really hope, did I film her? I'm not that vindictive, I don't give a shit. But if anybody got her name and wants to look up her record, I know she's oppressed minorities. Yeah. Fuck you, Jesus. Because it's bullshit. Because she's like, yeah, you saw me speak with the press people, and he said you could join. I'll let you know when it's happening. So literally, if she saw me speak to the press person, the guy was nice. I didn't even try to go up to them. They went up to me. They're very nice. Ugh, fuck. Well, please subscribe for the emotional authoritarian trauma that I've just suffered. My gosh, I bet she has a MAGA plan. You're probably right. Yeah, please subscribe, guys. Give me a super chat because I feel emotionally wounded. I feel emotionally assaulted. No, I'm kidding. I don't care. But that was just fucking mean. Little princess picking up ladies at work again. She was quite attractive. I was like, and I loved her style too. See, some good things happen, some bad things happen. Retro Jack, yeah, immediately I was like, I liked her style. I think I showed people enough to be able to change their minds and see the truth, says WYS. That's true, nothing to be ashamed about. Dude Rock says, tell her she looks amazing in that jacket and pouch. Like, wow. Dude got them shoes, though. Thank you. That's true. I think the shoes help. Islam hates dogs. They don't want you to have dogs because it offends them, says WG. That's random. But reminder, I'm going to see my dog pretty soon. Really, you just trading one lousy Democrat for another, says WY. Justin Crocker is smarter than anyone in your bloodline. Maybe. My family's kind of dumb. All right, guys, I'm going to sign off. I'm so traumatized. Anyone relax? Rizzy Dodge, super cool. Word. Austerity Myth Festival, Stealth and Sex Graduate Training, says personal NA organization. People say emphatically they are the only people in all of existence, and we are the people are all burdened. Can't even begin to decipher that hieroglyphics. Weird, all my comments disappeared too. It is frustrating. I rarely chat now. That's strange. I hope I'm not accidentally deleting comments. Hopefully not. She's a total B word. I don't know who you're talking about. Oh, Crockett? She's just super jelly of your style, bro. Give her some jelly. I'm not going to read the rest of the comment. Computers only do what they're programmed to do, but can get infested with demons. I love demons. All right. Subscribe for demons. Love you all. I got to go and meet my dog. Bye-bye.